take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You are here with Joff, and today we are doing Fantasy UEFA Champions League, Matchday 7, round of 16, first leg, whatever you want to call it. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while, friends, and we are back. We are back in town with this UEFA Champions League preview. So I've left it late, haven't I? I love leaving it late because I want to get as much information as I can so I can give the best advice, I guess. So, all right, shall we... well, firstly, what am I ranked? I'm roughly 11,000th in the world, which it's a bit high, you know. We'll bring that down, don't you worry about that. But, yeah, so obviously ended the match day 6 in not a bad fashion, but look, that was last year. Let's go into this year. UEFA Champions League's back. Let's just appreciate this. We've got whatever league we follow in the world, plus Champions League midweek. It's we're spoiled. We're spoiled. Let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy every game because it's what a good time to be watching these beautiful games. So anyway, let's get straight into it. I'm going to give you guys my team on the screen straight away, and then I'll go into a few other potential players we can look at. All right, so there it is. What I've done is up front, I'm going with most likely, again, this is not my locked in team, but what I'm looking at, I probably will be doing, is Luis Suarez is in some electric form in the Spanish league. He's we know what he can do. We all know who Luis Suarez is, as a footballer that is, not as a biter. I think he's evolved since then. I hope so. But he's a nice guy. I mean, we love Suarez. Yeah, against Chelsea, I think he's a great player to own. And I think that Erling Haaland as well, of course. I mean, he's my guy. He's my guy. He's many of your guys, I'm sure, as well. Love his meditation stuff. They got Sevilla, so I think that's a good chance for him to get on the score sheet in probably both games, as he always does, you know. So not a bad option there. And Lewandowski up front as well. Obviously, Lewandowski, you know, they're fresh from winning the Club World Cup. I think he was named player of the tournament. No-brainer for me against Lazio. For me, I think that Lazio probably is the weakest team in the Champions League at the moment, besides maybe Mönchengladbach. Both good teams. Not going to say that they're horrible, but probably the weaker teams in there. I'm sure there are other teams as well, maybe Leipzig as well. But Leipzig, they've proved themselves that they're decent in the Champions League. Anyway, let's move forward. So in my midfield, on my bench, what I've got is Gundogan and Foden from City. Obviously, they're on my bench because they play on the final game of the match day or whatever. So the fourth match day, I'm pretty sure. So that's obviously for people that aren't unaware. We put the players on the bench that are going to be playing later on in the match day because, hey, we can use our subs in this beautiful game. It's fun. So yeah, Gundogan and Foden, both really good options, well priced. City against the Mönchengladbach team here, so good options. I'm a fan. And then you're into the midfield players that will be playing, hopefully getting me some nice points, is Dani Olmo. I've stuck with him. I've stuck with him. I think he's on penalties as well for Leipzig, so I'm going to stick with him one or two more games. I'm looking at actually Jorginho instead potentially, but we'll talk about the differentials coming up. So yeah, Dani Olmo, sticking with him. Mohamed Salah. I just can't go past Mohamed Salah. At least I've got a captain choice straight up as well. And we all know what he can do on his day. And even on the off day, we know what he can do as well. Big fan of Momo. And in finishing off the midfield, I've got Kingsley Coman. So he's had a good Champions League campaign. I know that he's playing away from home here, but his home form in the Champions League has been electric. He's got double-digit hauls, I believe, in both the games that he played. I'm pretty sure he didn't play the third game, but Kingsley Coman, someone for me that I want to be starting with. Again, this is not a locked-in team, but it looks good for the time being. And let's move on to the defenders. So Johnny Stones at the back there. He's formed a good partnership with Diaz. I really wanted Diaz, but gone the cheaper route here because I think that Stones should play. I know that Laporte is back in contention, but I'm sticking with Jeffrey Stones. So Stonesy at the back there. And to the playing defenders, Koundé as well is there from Sevilla, just for the budget option. I think he's 3.9, probably going to start most likely. So I'm sticking with Koundé, and then Pavard and Kimmich again against a weak Lazio team. Not weak, they've probably got a full strength team, but I just think that Bayern Munich's probably the best team in the world. I mean, Club World Cup, what do you want? So Bayern Munich, Pavard and Kimmich. I think Pavard scored the winner in the final, I think, or something like that. So Pavard is someone that, for his goal threat, assist threat, and clean sheets, and balls recovered, he's a great player to own. And obviously Joshua Kimmich for his we don't know where he's going to play, do we? He could play anywhere. But he obviously gets assists for fun as well on set pieces sometimes. So really good options there, and obviously Hermoso as well. So I really wanted Savic as well, but I've gone budget. I've gone a few budget options instead. We're going to talk about Savic in a second, but yeah, Hermoso most likely going to play. Just came back from, I think he had a bit of an illness, so he's back. And my two keepers, so a bit of controversy. Yeah, love me some controversy. I've gone with two keepers that are, they're going to lose their spots or get knocked out of the competition, in my opinion. So obviously Pepe Reina on the bench against Bayern. So just for sheer, I couldn't afford anyone else. And I don't really value that goalkeeper position too much. And hits as well. So I think that he's going to get one game here at least because Berkey's on the way back. Again, it's not a locked-in team. I'm going to see what I can do if I can squeeze in a starting goalkeeper somewhere, just one even. But we'll have to wait and see because hits is so cheap. I think he's like in his 3.8 or something like that. 4.1, whatever. So yeah, they're my keepers. So that's my team at the moment. Might change, might not. Captaincy on Mohamed Salah for the first game. And let's go into some potential differentials or just players to look at. Because obviously Barcelona and PSG are two teams that usually we own 3 of each, but minimum. But yeah, obviously they're playing each other. Barcelona, usual suspects, Messi. But there's just, I don't know, even with PSG, I just don't really want to look at them. I don't know. This game, I don't know what it's going to bring. I don't know if it's going to bring goals or if it's going to bring a bit of a stalemate, like a bit of a low-scoring game. So obviously for PSG, Mbappe, Di Maria, these kind of players, Marquinhos, so I don't know. Have a bit of a think. You guys know those players. Have a think about it. Do some research. Check it out. Leipzig, Liverpool, obviously Angelino, one to watch. Curtis Jones, 5.4 for Liverpool. He's cheap if you need a cheapie. Otherwise, obviously, Salah, TIA, Robertson for Liverpool. Decent options. Sevilla, Dortmund. There's been a lot of, the Sevilla striker, I don't know how we pronounce his name, El Hanusi or whatever his name is. So he's been in good form, just letting you guys know. I'm not going to be having him though. And for Dortmund, Guerrero is just a really good option as a left back. I love Guerrero, but he's so expensive. Anyway, Porto and Juventus. So Porto's got some players. Juve is not in amazing form, and I wouldn't even say amazing form. They're not the Juve of old, are they? So at the moment, anyway, who knows? They could just click into gear like that. But they own Cristiano Ronaldo, and I really wanted him in my team, but I think I'm going to start without him. He's just so expensive. So yeah, there's Ronaldo, there's Enrico, so Federico in Chiesa. So I think that Chiesa is worth 7 million. I was trying to squeeze him in so much into my team, but I might not start with him. We'll see how we go. I think that he's a really good option for Juventus, and obviously for Porto, there's a few good options there as well. But I mean, I'm probably going to steer away from Porto for the time being. However, I mean, look, let's just quickly. I'll jump into one player from Porto who. So I've lost him from here, but who are we looking at, Joffy boy? Even like Chancel and Bemba and Sanusi, the two defenders, they're both on great points, but I'm not going to own them. Sergio Oliveira, that's the guy I was thinking about, because I believe that he is on penalties and he's just had good, good form, leading up to this, especially in the Champions League. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to start with a Porto player, but if you want to, hey, why not? Juventus defense is another one you can look at. Anyway, Atletico and Chelsea. Atletico's on top of the Spanish league. Just got to make you guys aware of that. So Atletico is a decent team to look at. Like I was mentioning before, Hermoso, but even Savic, he's a great option. Oblak, we know what this team does. We know what Mr. Simeone does. We know what he loves it. He loves a bit of staunchness at the back. So Atletico is one to look at. Obviously Felix, João Felix, or even Correa from Atletico, good options. But Suarez for me, sticking with him. And Chelsea as well, revitalised, maybe. Yeah, maybe. So new coach Thomas Tuchel. Don't know who's going to start in the back there, so you run on the risk of roulette. But Jorginho is one I'm looking at. He's on penalties. I was thinking about him instead of Elmo. We'll see what I land on. Lazio, Bayern. We've mentioned a lot of Bayern players. Gnabry is another one that I haven't mentioned. Could go with their keeper as well, Neuer. Lazio, they'll just be filling up the numbers, to be honest, like I've done with my team with Reina. Besides maybe Immobile. Immobile, if they're going to score, it's going to be Immobile most likely, I think. But I would be steering clear of Lazio for me. And I'm Italian. But I'm from... I got to actually make you guys aware. I'm a Roma fan, so maybe there could be some sort of biasness come in. I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't go Lazio. But if you do, I don't blame you. Do what you got to do. Atalanta and Madrid. Yeah, Atalanta, man, they've lost Gomez, so I don't know that one there. I've lost my Atalanta kind of players, and Hattabor is out for this game, so Gossens is one to look at for me. Zapata's a great option as well, but I'm not sure with Atalanta at the moment. They kind of they haven't revitalized themselves after Gomez left, so maybe they bounce back against Madrid. Who knows? And Madrid, I don't know. I'm steering clear of Madrid. I'm just not convinced, I guess. I mean, yeah, they just haven't really rediscovered themselves again. I'm sure they will, and again, maybe this is the game, but not for me. Mönchengladbach and City, we've mentioned. I think that City's in probably one of the best form teams going around in the world. So, Diaz, Cancelo is an option. I tell you what, Cancelo is definite option. Edison could be on penalties. From what we're saying from Pep's, what he was saying, he got an assist on the weekend. Maybe Jesus or Sterling. I think that Sterling is definitely one to look at. And Mönchengladbach, yeah, I'd be avoiding. But I mean, Lars Stindl or Player, Thuram, good options as well. But I wouldn't own it. I wouldn't do it. But I think that's about it. I'm pretty happy with that rundown. So you guys got a nice little preview here. So worth the wait. I'm sure there were many of you that were like, when's he going to put it up? But it's all love. But yeah, good luck this match day 7. Let's enjoy the games, guys. Let's enjoy the games. And if you don't, if it's a 50-50 decision like mine with Hermoso and Savage, hey, shit happens. We move forward, you know what I mean? So, try to enjoy the game as much as we can. And that's all we can do, I guess. I mean, but you do you. At the end of the day, you do you, guys. But as we say at FPL, take the hit. Always remember to stay positive and accept the red arrows, but embrace those green arrows, guys. Peace.